I'm inside and I saw The Wolf Man. It is directed by George Wagner, written by Kurt Sodmack, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This was requested by a Patreon. If you'd like to fast track a movie review, you can do that at patreon.com/ASEPresents. On with the review. The movie starts, we're following Larry. Oh man, he's such a guy. Okay, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna be wandering around. I'm gonna go just around, just town to store to store in this town. And wow, there's a little lady, and oh my goodness, she's so pretty. I'm gonna buy something for her to impress her. And I'm like, this is the trick. She did it. She got you. But more importantly, though, more pertaining to the plot, is that he has a cane with a werewolf head. Well, it's just a wolf head. I'm just gonna say a werewolf head. Because, okay, first of all, what's the difference between werewolves and wolves in this universe? I guess wolves are already animals, and werewolves are human and animal, human and then turn into wolves. So, I mean, I guess they're pretty much the same thing and like figure. Like, do they look the same? I mean, if their heads are similar. Has any human lived to tell the tale of a werewolf sighting? Or are they just like, oh, well, let's just put a wolf on here. Let's just draw a wolf. And that could just be not what the werewolf looks like at all. But because no one's been alive to see what a werewolf actually looks like, then it's like, oh, it's just a wolf. Yeah, that's what a werewolf looks like, a wolf. And I like the Wolfman's interpretation of a werewolf, but I'm getting ahead of myself, okay? Larry's like, oh, I got this cane. Heck yeah. Oh, there's a chick named Gwen. She's got a friend. Turns out that, she's going to forest and gets attacked by a wolf, and Larry, hit her with a cane, and I'm like, cool. Good job. You did it. Good job, pal. You killed a wolf. Don't you know they're an endangered species? If anyone who saw you do that and was like a cop for endangered species, they would arrest you. Okay? You would be arrested. You just committed a crime against endangered species. So he killed a wolf and saved that lady, and he got bit by the wolf. So yeah, she's fine. She probably just not really thinking much of it. But he's like, alright, I'm having a time. I really do like how he just wakes up, he's like, oh, okay. I feel cool. I feel great. Wow. Also, where's this wolf bite? And then we got some people investigating, like, oh, did you know there's a person who got murdered? Yeah, they're dead. There's a person who's dead in the forest. And there's a lady friend who said that you were in the forest yesterday at the time that they did the tomb to the person. And I'm like, that was clearly a wolf. And he says it's clearly a wolf. And of course, nobody believes in werewolves except for all the villagers. So do none of the officers believe in werewolves? Freaking Larry probably doesn't even believe in werewolves at this point. So he's like denying everything. It's like, I got bit by a wolf right here. And he's like showing off the scar. He's like, it's on my chest. Don't you see it? It's on my chest, like right here. And then it's gone. So he has like regenerative healing abilities. And I'm like, got him. You're a werewolf, dude. You're screwed. So I do like how we have like a witch girl. So she's like, oh my goodness, here's a charm to help you. And you know what this frickin' doofus does? Takes the charm that this very gracious lady didn't even have to give him. She could have just been like, oh, I'm gonna pop you with the silver bullet right here and now. But no, she's protecting him. Oh my goodness. There's no reason for her to protect him. She just is. And this guy be like, oh, well, actually, let me give it to you, lady friend that I'm trying to impress, Gwen. Hey, how about you have this protection healing thing, wear it over your heart, and so I'm gonna turn into a werewolf. And I really like the werewolf transformation. I like how he looks like. I like the practical effects of it. He's like, That's him werewolfing. I like how he werewolfs and then he doesn't remember what happens. He's like, oh, I feel fine. Oh, and then he's like, oh no, whatever will happen. Oh my goodness, I'm a werewolf. He eventually comes to the terms that he's a werewolf. He's like going to his family. He's like, you guys, I'm a werewolf. They're like, you're not a werewolf. And like, there's a point where he goes to like convinces them to tie him up. And he's finally tied up for the full moon, right? He wolfs out. He gets out. He's so strong that he gets the heck out. He's like, oh, arr. And you know what the frickin' his father does? Okay, I love this guy. Bonks. Bonk. In the top of the head. Bonk. Silver. Boom. Murdered. And that's the end of the movie. And I'm like, yes. Yes. Yes, the Wolfman got. Mwah. Sweet. I mean, I feel for the Wolfman the entire time in this movie. But at the same time, you didn't choose to be a werewolf. You could have just let that chick who was being attacked being a werewolf, like Gwen's friend. You could have just let her get attacked. That's fine. But you're trying to win favor with Gwen, and so you got with the werewolf, and now you're dead because you are evil. You have the evil inside of you now. There's no way you can control it. You just have to live it. It's like rabies, okay? Once you have rabies inside of you, and I mean, like, you got like, what, 2-3 months to get rid of it? But once the symptoms start showing up, you are screwed. You're royally screwed. There's no way you can come back from that. You just have to be put down. And that's what werewolfism is, okay? It's like rabies. Werewolfism equals rabies. Boom! Science. I did it. I'm a scientist, y'all. I did it. I have a hat. I have the graduate hat right here. It's going on to me. Look, that means I'm science. I did it. I'm qualified. This movie is overall pretty dark. I like the darkness of this film. I appreciate Larry. Larry is like the most fleshed out character in this movie. And Larry's just having a struggle. I don't really know much about Larry that much, but Larry needs to chill. And stop trying to impress random ladies at stores because you might turn into a werewolf. That is what this movie taught me, and this is a very valuable lesson to learn. You have to remember this, and I shall remember it for the rest of my life. So because of the amazing lesson that I learned to not hit on chicks in the grocery store or any other store, or else you might become a werewolf, I gotta give this movie a solid 7.1 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 dinos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here, and until next time, mint salad sauce. I see you later by sour croutons, bacon bits. I'm feeling a rage. I'm feeling like I'm going to wolf out. Ah!